changes lives. Information is not going to change your life, everyone. What is going to change your life is implementation of that information. That is what is really, really important. So are we ready to do both the things? Learn and implement. Give me a yes in the chat if you're like, you know what, I'm getting this, Ankita. I am not going to just sit here and just learn some random stuff. I'm ready to implement it in my life because that's where the change is going to come. And I often start this training by asking this one question. I'm going to ask it to you guys as well, right? How many of you are here because you want to change something about yourself? Like there's something that you do not like, and that is why you've attended this training. Just give me a C in the chat if you're like, Ankita, there's something that I want to change. Give me a C in the chat if you're like, you know what, Ankita, I want to change this. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something that needs to go for me to be able to show up in my full potential. That's very important. I promise you, all of you are going to say, yes, Ankita, there's something that I want to change. I'm with you on that. We all have something to change. 110%. The problem is not that do we want to change something or not. We do want to change something. The problem is, are we committed to change that? Write this down. You want change, yes, but are you committed is a question that you want to keep asking yourself. Am I committed to that change? I want change. Yes, every single day there's so many things like I don't want to do this. I wish I could have better food. I wish I could go for a walk. Yes, great. But am I committed to that change? And commitment requires two core important things. I'm going to give it to you right away. Very, very two very important things, right? Very important things. You guys are ready? Give me a ready in the chat if you guys are ready. I play with you. If you guys give me some energy in the room, I'm playing. Right? Give me a ready in the chat. Say, yes, Ankita, we're ready. What are the two most important things in your life? These are the only two things, by the way, you have to give yourself and to the world. Only two important things. And I want you to write those two important things down. Number one, your time. And the second thing is your energy. That's it. These are the two important things that you have to give to be in commitment, your time and your energy. So first things first, you guys are giving me your time and energy. Very, very thankful for that. Extremely grateful for all of you, 7 o'clock in the morning, sitting back and saying, you know what, Ankita, let's do this. I am committed. So I want you guys to take your hand like that. Can everyone take their hand like that? And say, good job. Say, fantastic. Well done. 7 o'clock in the morning, you guys are sitting here doing the thing. You guys are giving me your time and energy. I value it a lot. These are the two most important resources. There's nothing else that we have. We just have our time and we just have our energy. You know how we get up in the day, the energy is really high. By the time we end the day, it's really, really low. That's all we have to give. My question to you guys is, are you ready to give unreasonable time and energy to your commitments? That is very, very important for me today. Barsha is like, yes. Tell me in the chat, are you guys ready to give your time and energy to the training? Training rooms are very important for me. I take none of my trainings as free trainings or any. It's like if I am in here, I'm here to serve you at the fullest. You guys are all a part of my mission. My mission is very, very simple. I just want every single buddy, every single one, every single home to see the power of NLP. It changed my life. And all I do is I give that back to the world. That's it. That's my mission. So you guys are a part of my mission. 400 of you registered, hundreds of you are going to be watching the recording. I don't know how many of you are, 69, 70 people are here doing this workshop together. My question to you guys is, if your camera is closed, you want to ask yourself, am I being truthful to myself? And am I giving time and energy to my commitment? And if the answer is no, I'm going to say something, you guys will not like it. It's okay. I'm going to say something, it's going to be harsh, right? It's okay to leave the training right now and then do the training at a later time and watch the recording. There is no point you being here but not being here. That is called, you know what is it called? It's called a waste of time and energy. That's what it is called. It is a little bit harsh. You know, we do this all the time. We put a podcast, we put a training, we put a webinar, and then we're just going by our day. You guys get no information from that. And what you get is what I call open loops, right? Do you guys want to know about open loops? Give me OL in the chat if you guys want to know about it. OL. Say, give me, Ankita, what are open loops? Like, what are you talking about? What are open loops? Tell me, Ankita, what is open loop? Right? Listen, in my trainings, you ask, you get. That's how it works, right? You ask, you get. Fantastic. Now, what are these open loops? We watch a recording for 30 seconds, right? We watch a reel for 30 seconds. We watch a podcast for 2 seconds. Someone says there is a bill out there which you have to pay, which you say, I'm going to do it later. Those are unfinished tasks in your mind. And all they are taking away is your time and energy. And then you would sit back and ask me, Ankita, why am I overthinking? Why am I anxious? I'm telling you right now, you have too many open loops in your mind. Are we ready to change that? Give me a yes in the chat. Say, Ankita, yes, you know what? I get your point. I'm not just going to be here just listening to you because there's no point listening to me, guys. I'm not like your regular traders. I will tell you what is the right thing to do. And if that is the right thing to do for you, do it with me. Otherwise, it's okay. No hard feelings. You register for thousands of things, you don't show up. This is not that kind of training. I particularly work with a separate set of people. My people, the first thing that they have is commitment to themselves. Very important for me. Neha is like, I'm traveling. Great, but you are here, correct? You are here. Yes, you could be traveling, dropping your kids to school, doing something in the kitchen. I don't care what you're doing. Pop your cameras up or be very, very, very in the chat. See how you see. So I love you guys. You guys are putting your cameras up now. Neha is like, okay, I'm traveling, but I'm going to put it up. Listen, this is what commitment is all about. For me, it's not important that you are committed. I will still do the training. By the way, if you've ever been in my world, you know you are going to go and take 1,000% back. That is my promise to you. You're going to learn so much about NLP that you would have not learned about NLP from anywhere. That is my promise to you. What is your promise and intention to be here? If I give you something, you give me something back, right? That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works. What are you giving me back? That's important. Your attention. Good quality time and energy. Good quality time and energy. That's important, right? Because it's so much important for you to be working here, right? Sitting here after a shift work. That's why camera not out phase is bad due to sleepiness. Yes, Sabina, I love it. Fantastic. Bina, you've been in my world before, so you know this training is not something that you want to even miss for 30 seconds. Once I start, it's like you guys have got a lot of gold nuggets already, correct? Correct? Is that true or not? Tell me, is that true? You guys have got some gold nuggets already? Yeah? You've been writing? You've been taking notes? That's important. That is very, very important. When you get a light bulb moment in this training, that's very, very important. You're going to write LB in the chat when you're like, Ankita, I agree with you and I have a light bulb moment. So you want to be writing this word called LB, okay? LB, there's two different type of LBs, okay? One is a light bulb when you're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. What is this woman doing here, right? That's called an LB. light bulb, right? And then there is another kind of light bulb, which I call you guys. You guys are ready for that one? You tell me LB when it's a light bulb. I say you guys are LB when you guys are being lazy brats, not engaging in the chat, not putting your camera up, right? Then I say, hey, LBs, that's lazy brat. So remember that it goes two ways, okay? You don't give me your LBs, I call you LBs. That's how we rock and roll the party. Varun's getting me. Varun's like, aha, that's fun. See, we can do this training in a fun way, or we can do it in the boring way. There's two ways of doing everything, isn't it? Fun or boring? Which one? Where are we heading to? Do you guys want to have fun and learn in a fun way, or you want to learn in a boring way? Where are we at? Fun is better. You guys are all having fun, right? Fantastic. Listen, I work with what I call the VIPs, okay? VIPs. That's very important for me to work with VIPs. Now, what is the full form of VIP? Tell me that in the chat. VIP. What are VIPs? Like who are they? Like what's the full form of VIPs? Very important person. Very, very important person. VVIPs, right? Very important person. Fantastic. So you guys know what is the meaning of VIP. But can I just take your attention to airports just for a second, to malls, to other spaces where there's a separate space for VIPs. Have you guys seen that? Like there's a separate segment for VIPs. Not everybody enters that segment, right? True or not? Correct? That's what happens. Not everybody enters that segment. Now, I want to ask you guys this question, and you want to answer this question for me. Why do they get a special treatment? Why is there a separate area for VIPs? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Why? What are your thoughts? Right? Why do you guys think that there are special people? They have some higher status. Maybe because they've earned it, because of their position and their dignity. What are lots of reasons? What does it mean, Varun? Like lots of reason means nothing. Give me specific reasons. Money and power. Money. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Why do you guys think there is a separate section for VIPs? Because of their hard work, because of their power, because of their economic status and achievements, because they deserve it, because of their wealth, their power, special dignity, right? They've done something good. Can I tell you guys a secret? You guys want to know a secret? All of this is correct, but there's one thing which is really, really important. You guys are ready for this? Let's simplify it. Who are VIPs? They are there in the VIP segment because they paid for it. Let's not complicate it. Let's not complicate it. They are there not because they have power, dignity, status, da 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 da. It's because they have paid for it. Is that true or not? Correct? That's why they are there. Let's not make it difficult, correct? Can I tell you, we don't even ask sometimes what that payment is. Sometimes we can afford it. So it's not about money. We don't even go and check how much that VIP costs. Do you know that? We don't go and check that sometimes. Why? It's not because we don't have money. Nope. It's because we don't believe we are a VIP. So VIPs are VIPs because they identify as one. And I want you to write this down. If this is the only thing that you take from this training, it will change your life. VIP believes that they are a VIP. They identify as one. That's important. My question to you guys is, who in your life is a VIP for you. And don't give me some fancy answers right now. Before you give me answers, listen to my question properly. You guys tell me one thing, correct? If you had a meeting scheduled with somebody at 7 o'clock in the morning, it was a friend that you are meeting, a client that you are meeting, would you not show up in your 100% potential? You would wake your ass up and you would go out there and you will be fully present there. Is that true or not? Is that true or not? But what do we do? What do we do when we have a promise to keep to ourselves? What do we do? Nothing. I will go for a walk today, and that turns into tomorrow and then day after, just like with some 50 of you still with your cameras closed. Do you really believe that you are a VIP? Get over your heads and pop your cameras up. Very, very important. I'm going to give you guys something and you want to write that down. The most difficult thing to do in life, the most difficult thing to do in life is to keep promises that we have made to ourselves. That is the most difficult task. I'm going to repeat it because I am seeing that some of you are writing and some of you are not. So I'm going to give you an opportunity. Write that down. The most difficult task is to keep our promises that we make to ourselves. That is the most difficult thing to do. Whenever we are keeping up a promise for somebody else, that day you want to remind yourself that I'm going to keep a promise to me as well. If we have to give food to somebody, it's ready. It's like we give it to them. We are meeting somebody else, is ready. We go there and we meet. When are we going to start doing things for ourselves? That's very important. When are we going to step into our potential? That is very important. When are we going to be committed 100% to ourselves? That is very important. Now, what we just did was called a light bulb. But what did you guys do? You guys were being LVs. That's called a lazy brat. You guys are with me? When you hear something that clicks, I could see you guys write, put LBs in the chat, right? Put LBs in the chat. That's important for you guys to remember that this was a light bulb for me. And I want you to highlight it, put it out there and say, you know what, this is for me. This is what I'm taking back. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to ask you guys to post your key takeaways. That's one of your tasks. What did you learn? That's very important, right? And you want to write down a few things for yourself that you will take home. Then you'll be like, you know what? I'm going to utilize these things. I'm going to remember Ankita said that the most difficult thing to do is to keep the promise to ourselves. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on that, right? That's very, very important. Should we get the party started for day one? Give me a one in the chat if you guys are ready. You guys are like, yeah, Ankita, we get it. We're getting it. 110%. Tell me one thing secretly, okay? Secretly. Tell me one thing. Does it already feel like home? In 10 minutes, do you guys feel that? That you know what? This is home for the next few days. You guys know me a lot by now, and you guys have met me 10 minutes back. So are we ready? Are we ready to rock and roll? Yes, we are 110%. Let's get the party started to day one of NLP and Coaching Foundation Workshop. Now, when I'm sharing my screen, this has no access to you guys keeping your cameras closed because trust me, I can see everybody. There is no point lying to yourself and me. So make sure when I share the screen, cameras are still on, and I'm welcoming you to NLP and Coaching Workshop. This is one of the most amazing thing that we do. We take NLP to the world for 3 days and I just teach. I just love the subject. For the love of the subject, I teach you guys the NLP and Coaching Foundation Workshop. Now, during these 3 days, what we want to do is we want to go through the power of NLP and coaching. We want to look at what are the NLP and coaching tools and the hidden success boner for you guys and some proven techniques. Now, who is this for? That's very, very important. This is for people who want to master their mind and their emotions. They want to heal themselves. This is for new and aspiring coaches. This is a point where I'm going to ask you guys a question, right? When I say this is for new and aspiring coaches, how many of you are here because you want to be a coach? Give me an A, C in the chat, aspiring coach in the chat. You guys are like, you know what? I want to be a coach. Give me an AC in the chat. AC in the chat. Aspiring coach. Somebody who wants to be a coach. Somebody who's already a coach. Give me a C in the chat. Give me a C in the chat. If you already are a coach, you're like, you know what, Ankita, I'm already a coach. I coach a bunch of people. If you are an aspiring coach, give me an AC in the chat. If you're already a coach, give me a C in the chat. Sanjay is like, I'm a partly coach. That means I work part-time as a coach. So you're still a coach. Give me a C in the chat. Fantastic. And some of you are here because you guys want to work on yourselves, which is you want to be working on your own self, which is personal development. We call it the personal development world. So, how many of you are here because you want to work on yourself? Give me a PD in the chat. PD. PD. Ankita, I want to work on myself. By the way, everyone should be writing PD. No matter you're a coach or not, you're aspiring to be one, you should be working on yourselves, right? You should be working on yourselves. First PD and then AC. Fantastic. That's how we rock and roll the party, right? That's how we rock and roll the party. Okay, so I'm gonna say something to you guys. You guys are ready? In my world, in Ankita's world, we look at things differently, right? You guys would be here for personal development, working on yourself, correct? That's very, very important. Now I want to ask you a following question. How many of you have children? Give me a me in the chat. How many of you have children? Give me a me in the chat. How many of you have partners, like a wife or a husband? Give me a me in the chat. Partners or a husband? Give me a me in the chat. How many of you have friends and family? Your parents, siblings, where are we at? Give me a me in the chat. Give me a me in the chat. Like, where are we at? Fantastic, fantastic. So, we are people who know people. Is that correct? We are people who know people, and there are lots of people in our life that we know. Fantastic, right? That's where we are at. I've got kids, I've got my husband, I've got my friends and family, and then I've got my students, my clients, people who come to me and learn with me. Fair enough? That's where we are at, correct? Now, is that true? If I have a child, I am constantly telling them what to do and what is right and what is wrong, and I'm helping them move towards a specific goal. Is that correct?
करो
Right?
करो करो करो
Fair? Keep yourself muted up, guys. Make sure you guys are all muted up. Fair? We do that all the time, correct? Now, if I have a husband and that husband's come back from the office and he's quiet, and I'm like, okay, listen, everything okay? Everything going fine? He'll be like, yeah. And then I'll ask him some questions and then we'll talk about it and I'll try to make his mood a little bit better. Fair enough? Is that going to happen? Yes, correct. That's what we all do, right? If my brother calls me and he says, this is what is going on, I will tell him, okay, do this, do that, and I will be giving him some sort of advice. Correct? Would that be true to say so? Correct? Friends and family, we are constantly coaching people without knowing that we are coaching them. And I want you to write this down. We are constantly coaching people because we talk. That's the only way we express, right? So we are constantly coaching people. We like it or we don't like it. We like it or we don't like it. It doesn't matter. I am constantly coaching my kids. I like it or I don't like it. Now, there's only two kinds of coaches. They can be a good coach or they can be a bad coach. That's it. You decide for yourself. Are you good coaches? You get the result out, or you scream, fight, da 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 da, do things, and you are a bad coach. You guys decide for yourselves. Where are you at? But one thing that we will all agree on is we are all coaches. Now, you will say, Ankita, I don't have a child, I don't have a relationship, I don't talk to anyone, and I don't have friends and family. Possible? Possible, correct? Possible. Then Ankita is going to tell you like it or you not, but you talk to yourself the most. A lot. A lot, my friends, right? Self-talk is one of the biggest aspect of our life. We spend 60 to 70% of our day talking to ourselves. We are coaching ourselves constantly. Now, again, you can be a good coach for yourself or you can be a bad coach for yourself. But everybody in my world is a coach. Everyone with me? So when I say, hey, coaches, it's not just for people who are aspiring coaches or are coaches or are going to be coaches or in person. I say, hey, coaches, to everybody. Does that make sense? Everybody is a coach, either to themselves. We are our first clients, always, as a thumb rule, right? If I can't create that change for myself, how can I be a coach for others? Fair enough. So the first thing that we do is we work on ourselves, and that's when we work on others. So we all are coaches, we like it or not, right? So this training is for every single one of you, right? This is for new or aspiring coaches. This is for established coaches. This is for parents. This is for parents, people who have children, right? Who have children. I will be sharing with you guys a little later how did I start this work, but I started it for my children. I was not learning NLP to become a coach. That's not where it started. I wanted to learn NLP to become a better parent. That's where I was, right? This is also for people who are in relationships. This is for business owners, entrepreneurs, and corporate employees who want to excel at their work. But it's specifically not for some people. People who are not committed to their own personal and professional life, they don't think they are VIPs, we don't work with them. As simple as that. If you don't want to make any effort or investment in yourself and still want results, you don't want to do any sort of commitment to your time and energy, but you are saying, Ankita, give me the result. Not going to happen. I don't have a magic pill. I don't have a quick fix. If you are not open to new ways of learning, this is not the training for you. We have a lot of fun, but I will tell you the way it is. It's a new way of learning. I don't sugarcoat things. That's not me. That's not my style. I will tell you exactly what it is, right? I will challenge you and your comfort zone. I will say, put your cameras up. I know a lot of trainings, people are like, yeah, it's a free webinar. I can't put my camera up. Great. I said, then watch it on the recording. Fair enough. Fair enough, right? If you're fully participating here, yes, sometimes our camera cannot be open, but we can fully participate in the chat, right? If you do not like to move out of your comfort zone, this training is not for you. You want to write this somewhere. Nothing good ever came out of your comfort zone. Nothing good ever came out of your comfort zone. I'm going to be spilling some secrets to you guys that will tell you why later, but nothing good ever came out of your comfort zone. This whole idea about being in comfort zone is true. You don't have to be in your comfort zone. There's better things to do. Your body and your mind has a lot of potential. Comfort zone just keeps it stuck, right? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But just a little bit about me, guys. Just a little bit about me. I am a NLP timeline therapy, hypnosis, and NLP coaching trainer. And I have my institute based in Australia. The institute's name is International Institute of NLP and Hypnosis. You want to write this down? It's IINH. We call it with a lot of love. International Institute of NLP and Hypnosis, and it's accredited by the American Board of NLP, Timeline Therapy Association, TLTA, and ABH, which is the American Board of Hypnotherapy. We also have our certifications of life coaching from the IICT. So we are a highly accredited and enthusiastically, lovingly huge community of people who love to work on ourselves and then help others. That's who we are, right? I am a self-love enthusiast. I love talking about how we can rewire ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves. And I do this through not just one, not just two, not just three, but four modalities. And I want you guys to write that down because you will love me later. Write down NLP, Timeline therapy. I will talk to you guys about timeline therapy as well. You guys signed up for NLP? That's just one part of it, right? NLP, timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, and coaching. So we are not just going to be learning about NLP because NLP is amazing. Amazing. It's the best thing ever that happened to me. And then timeline therapy supercharges NLP, and hypnotherapy backs it up like there is no tomorrow. In fact, a lot of NLP concepts come from hypnotherapy. So it's important that we learn it as a whole. You guys are with me? Right? And then we know how to coach people and ourselves properly. That's the last part, the coaching part. Everyone with me? So there is four trainings that we do together. It's NLP, timeline therapy, hypnosis, and coaching. I know you guys have not heard about timeline therapy because I'm the very first few trainers in India who got timeline therapy to India. The past 2 years, I've been working extensively because I know the power of timeline therapy. Are you guys ready to learn all four, or you guys were good with one? Give me a four in the chat if you guys are like, oh, it's not just NLP. It's like NLP, timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, and coaching. Tell me, give me a four if you guys are open to the idea of learning more, right? If you guys are open to the idea, I know that you guys signed up for NLP for sure. I'm going to tell you what NLP does and what's its place in the world of coaching and healing. But then I will also give you the master tools to have a, you guys will be untouchable. That's where I'm at. When I teach somebody, I know what I do for them, right? Four of them: NLP, timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, and coaching. Everyone's written that. We create master coaches. That's what we do, right? So for me, I am a lifelong student of learning human behavior, right? I love working with people who want to work with themselves. That's the first priority. It has to be commitment, good quality commitment, right? Because we train, and you know what is the kind of commitment that I'm looking at? Do you guys want to know? Like when I say the word commitment, what does it mean? I'll tell you guys a story. So our trainings are 10 to 12 hours long each day. We'll be sitting here for 2.5 hours, right? The trainings that you guys will enter on, NLP itself, NLP and timeline therapy, is about 5 days, and we sit there for 10 to 12 hours a day. Cameras on, hardly any breaks. No breaks in my world, right? We learn. And people don't want to leave the last day. Nobody wants to go. And I had this one student, right? I had this one student, and he signed up, and some emergency travel came up, but he was still there in the training. He traveled from Delhi to Chandigarh to Amritsar while being on those 5 days camera on. So I told him, I said, listen, you can do this training later. Don't worry. Whenever we open up the next batch, you can do it. He said, Ankita, I've got my headphones. I've got my manual. Can I please do it? He did it in the train. Can you guys beat it? Yes, he was dropping. Yes, we were picking him up again and again. I need commitment from you guys to work with me. In these 3 days, I don't do any holesies backsies. You guys will learn so much about coaching with these modalities, but I need commitment. I need commitment from you guys. That's the only thing that we need, right? That's what I love about people, giving full, good quality commitment. Because, wait, listen, 2 hours here, I'm giving you my time, and that's what we are doing, right? That's what we are doing. Now, let's begin with who really is a coach. Now, we all know that we are coaches, we've identified that. But who really is a coach in a simple way, simple term, right? Now, let's look at it a little bit deeply. When we started the word and we said the word coach the first time, this is what a coach really meant, right? It was like a cart. And this cart would take people from Hungarian towns of Cox, from Vienna to Budapest, right? So it was taking people and building material from one place to the other, right? Just in our world, that's exactly what we do as coaches. We take people from where they currently are at, which we call the current reality, to their desired reality, right? So we take people from current reality to desired reality. I want you guys to write this down. It's simple, don't complicate it, just write down. Coaches are people who take clients from current reality to desired reality. Coaches are people who take clients from current reality to desired reality. And you want to write this down. Coaches are people who take clients from current reality to desired reality. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Have you guys ever ordered an Uber? Tell me in the chat. Have you guys ever ordered an Uber? Where are we at with Ubers? Yeah, nah. All the time. Like we do it all the time. Yeah, yeah, 100%. Like everybody has ordered an Uber. Now imagine you on a call with that Uber driver, okay? And the Uber driver is asking you, where do I pick you up from? And you say, you know what, just pick me up from a very happy place. I'm at a very happy place. I love this place. Just pick me up from there. It's beautiful. It's got flowers. Just pick me up from there. Do you think the Uber driver will be able to reach you? Yeah, nah. Where are we at? No, never. He'll go mental looking for you, right? He'll be like, where are you at? That is why we need to have a clear idea of where we are at right now, current reality. What is the truth of my life today? Now, when we speak to our Uber driver and I tell them, pick me up from Select City Walk Mall, just pick me up from Select City Walk. I'm in Saket. Do you think he will come exactly to that place? But he'll get lost with the gate numbers. I have to give him the gate number as well. I have to say, come to gate number 3. That's where I am at. So we need to be very, very specific about the current reality that we have, or in this case, we have for our clients. Okay. I'm going to be explaining it from a client perspective sometimes. So keep in mind, who is our first client? Us. Okay. So we need to know exactly where we are in our life. Very, very important. So current reality. Now imagine that same Uber driver. Now you've taken that car, he's picked you up, and then he asks you, where do you want me to drop you? And you say, oh, just drop me to any park. Nah, right now it's not going to help you at all, correct? It's not going to help you, it's not going to assist you. Where will he drop you? And this is one of the biggest mistakes coaches do, right? Biggest mistake coaches do. When clients come to them, you know what clients say? And even if I pick up any one of you who said they wanted to change, and I say, what do you want to change? They'll say, I want to change procrastination. I'm telling you, if I ask half of you, you'll say procrastination. Hot favorite, right? Hot favorite. But if I ask you, what do you want instead? You'll give me a very vague idea. People will tell me, Ankita, one of the biggest thing people want me to do for them is, Ankita, I want to feel happy again. Okay, what does happiness really means for you? How do you get happiness? My happiness and your happiness can be something completely different. Like I will get happy if I look at a rose, but you will get happy if you eat an ice cream. Does that make sense? It'll be very different. So, what exactly do you mean by that word? That's called the desired result. We have to be very, very specific. One of the biggest mistakes coaches do is they start working with, okay, the idea of happy. Do you guys want to see this? Oh my gosh, you will love it. Okay. When client says, okay, and when you say to yourself, when you are crying and when you're, full of all of that, and you want to say to yourself, you know what, Ankita, I just want some happiness, and I just want some. I've been so sad all my life. Correct? We do this to ourselves. Can I just tell you, it is so easy to be happy. You guys want to see this? Put your cameras up. I'll show you guys something. You guys will love it. Okay, everyone ready? Everyone ready? You want to feel happy? We can do it right now. You guys are going to look at me, correct? You guys are all looking at me. And I just want you guys to give me a smile. I just want to see everybody's teeth. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's smile. Ashish, teeth. Abdas, teeth. If you guys have brushed today, show it to me. Sean, Sanjay, Beena, there you go. Sangeeta, beautiful smile, Varsha. Sumika, Shalini, I still can't see your teeth. Duty, there you go, you guys. Fantastic, Sudesh, Suma, Kamal, Manoj, Mayank. And I just want you to notice, right? What is happening in your bodies? Just notice that with that smile. Tell me what is happening in your body. What is that feeling that you guys have in your body right now? Tell me quickly in the chat. Is it different to what you had just a couple of minutes back? It's like a relief. I have that relief. What is it? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. It's happy inside. It's positive. It's feeling life. It's cool. I'm like, happy hormones are releasing. Positive. I'm good. Happy. Fantastic. Fantastic. I want you to write this down. Good vibes, right? I want you to write down because this is the biggest lesson you will take from here. And I will say that about everything because I love the lessons that I will be giving you, right? This is really, really cool. Like Ashish, pat on your back. Good job, Ashish. Fantastic. He is not an LB. That is the lazy rat. Everyone else is a lazy rat. All right, cool. So I'll give you guys the biggest lesson that you guys will take from here. I will teach you what we call emotional mastery. There is no emotion that you cannot generate right now. You want to feel confident, you can do it right now. You want to feel happy, you can do it right now. You want to feel energetic, you can do it right now. And I will teach that to you guys tomorrow. When somebody says to you that, oh my gosh, I am not happy, remind them that all they have to do is just smile and smile with them a little bit more. And take that message out for yourself. Remind yourself to smile more often. The whole day we are thoughts, this is not what I have done, this is what not I've completed, self-sabotaging it, going in this open loops. Smile. But smiling and being happy is not your desired result. You guys are with me? When somebody says, I want to be happy, that's not really the desired result. What makes you happy? What does happiness means for you? When you do this, what happens next? All right, you want a car, fantastic, and that will make you happy, but what will happen after that? The desired result is often very different to what people think that it is, right? So just giving you a little bit of idea that coaches are very good at identifying and helping you create that desired result, right? And once we have got our CR and DR, our current reality and our desired reality, we create a path as coaches for our clients. So what we do is we get the current reality, desired reality. Okay, what are the steps? What is the path that they have to take to be able to go from place A to place B? Now, you guys tell me one thing, right? Everybody has dreams. Everybody wants to do something. Give me a nod. Say, yes, Ankita, that's true. 100%. We are here because we have dreams, right? Yes, fantastic. Fantastic. Now, will that be true to say that there is something stopping you? Give me a yes in the chat. Say, yes, Ankita, you know what? I want to do this, but there's something stopping me. Yes, Ankita. Yes, there's something which is stopping me. I don't know what it is, but there's something stopping me. That something is called resistance. It's like take two steps forward and you take 5 steps back. So clients have resistance, and the work of coaches is to find that resistance. If you're doing this work for yourself, then what it really means is you need to find resistance. You can't just say something is stopping me. If you don't know the devil, you can't fight it. Please write this down. I just threw a gold nugget, a light bulb on for you guys. If you don't know the devil, you can't find it. So stop saying, I don't know what is stopping me. You, can I tell you secretly? Secret, guys, you guys ready for secret? You know what is stopping you. You just want to don't admit it. And that's what clients do, right? They just don't, and they don't want to admit it. It's sometimes not on the surface level as well. Sometimes it's hard for them to even know. And that's what is resistance. Now, there is three major kind of resistance. There's actually seven that I teach, but I'll give you some three that you can write down quickly. Number one is your limiting beliefs, right? It's very hard to find. Number one is limiting beliefs. Number two is internal conflicts. You know how internal conflicts look like? I'll tell you guys. Have you guys seen those movies where there's two horns and on one side there is a devil and the other side there is an angel? You guys know that one? Internal conflict is like that, like two horns and you're pulled apart and you break down and you don't know what to do. That's called an internal conflict. And the third one is negative emotions. Negative emotions. The first one is limiting beliefs. The second one is internal conflicts. The third one is negative emotions, emotions that are stored in our bodies, right? And those are major resistance, but we break them down, right? We break them down into specifics as well. Now, it's not just that clients only have resistance. Now, say, for example, one of you comes to me and you say to me, Ankita, one of you said that, Ankita, my biggest resistance is I am not confident. Fair? Right? Or I procrastinate all the time. You know what will Ankita say to you? She will say, that's BS. Do you guys know what is BS? What is BS? Tell me what is BS in the chat. What is BS? Tell me. Anybody knows what is BS? Correct, Puneet. Fantastic. It's absolute bullshit. Ankita is going to ask you, do you wear your clothes confidently? Or are you fearful at that time? You will say, oh no, I wear them confidently. If you are good at cooking XYZ, do you do that confidently? Yes, you do. So you have confidence, that's a resource. It's just not available to you in business. That's it. But you have that resource. I will remind you that the resources are available inside of you. So the last part of us being coaches is we know client has resistance, but we have to remind the client of their resources, their own power, their own potential, and remind them of who they truly are. That's our job. That is our job. So I will remind you guys of who you truly are, what's your potential, what's inside of you, right? So let's just quickly recap. What is the job of a coach? Number one, identify CR, current reality. Number two, identify DR, desired reality. Create a path. Number three. Number four, find the resistance. Number five, remind client of the resources. These are the five things that are really, really important for us to do as a coach. And I'm making it as simple as it gets for you guys. That's all we do as coaches, right? Now, I have learned many modalities, right? From CBT, REBT, EFT to psychosomatics, everything. You name it, and I've done it. In my world, what I have found is NLP is the best bridge from CR to DR. And that's why we start with NLP. And I want you to write this down. NLP is the bridge that holds you together. NLP is that bridge that holds you together while you transition from CR to DR, while you transition from CR to DR, and it gives you a structure to move forward in life. And it gives you a structure to move forward in life. It gives you a structure to move forward in life. Now, I want you to see something. I'm going to use my whiteboard, my beloved whiteboard, right? To move forward in life, and I want you to continue to write while resolving past conflicts. While resolving past conflicts. That is an important part. So I want you guys to look here. Just put your pens down whenever you're ready. And I want you guys to look here. Everyone can see my whiteboard? Give me a nod. Say, yes, Ankita, we can. Ankita is starting to teach now. All right, so we've got our current reality. Right now, I am not happy in my life. There is something wrong. There's something not working. It's not good. I don't like it. Everyone with me? Yeah, everyone with me? I know I want to create a desired result. It could be I want the love of my life. It could be I want money. I want a home. I want some happiness. It could be multiple things that you guys want, correct? That's desired reality. Fair? Right? But Ankita, something is stopping me, right? This is our resistance. Now, you guys tell me, where is that something? Is it in the future? Is it in the present? Or is it in the past? Where is that something? If something is pulling me, it can't pull me from the front. Is that true? If something is stopping me, where does it have to be? It has to be back. It has to be my past, correct? So that something is in the past. This is where timeline therapy goes. NLP doesn't goes here, by the way. Everyone with me? Right? So that's why the combination that I teach you is really, really powerful. So we are looking at our current reality, we're looking at our desired reality. And with NLP, we can identify and then we can release what is stopping me. So that's why with the statement, I want you to read that statement again, that it gives you an idea to go in the future while resolving your past stuff so that you move faster. Imagine if this is not there. What is the only direction that you can look at? Is the front, right? That's the only direction that is available to you. If we can release all your past gunk, would you feel free to move forward? 110%. 110%. Like you guys will be like, oh my gosh, I am flying, Ankita. That's what we do with NLP, right? That's what we do with NLP. Really, really powerful as a tool. So today we're going to be learning about NLP, and tomorrow we'll move into timeline therapy and hypnosis together, right? So what does really NLP stands for? NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Some of you would have heard that the first time, some of you have heard that before. And I want you to not just write down what is on the screen because I'm going to give you guys so much more. Let's take out the first word, which is neuro. Okay, the first word is neuro. Now, what does neuro means, right? Neuro means our neurology or our nervous system. Now, I will explain that to you just in a second. So stop writing. Just look at me. This I'll tell you guys what to write and what to experience. Okay, what to write and what to experience. Okay, so we are experiencing and learning what really neuro is. Now, you guys have what we call a neurology, and there are 86 billion neurons. How many? 86 billion neurons. That's a lot of neurons. And earlier it was said that are there only in our mind or our brain. But we now know that neurons are also in other parts of our body. Now, if I want to pick up, listen to me carefully, okay? If I want to pick up this glass of water, okay? First thing that I have to do is give instruction to my body that pick up this glass of water. Please listen to me right now because this is really important. Okay. So first thing I'm doing is I'm giving instruction to my body. My mind is giving instruction. Pick up this glass of water. Question is, who is picking up the glass of water? The body. Fair? The body picks up the glass of the water. Now there are 36 trillion cells in your body. How many? 36 trillion. They are way more than the 86 billion. 86 billion is a very small number in front of 36 trillion cells. Okay? So those neurons are controlling your body, which means your actions. Every action is controlled by your neurons, your neurology. So when you say, Ankita, I am not able to do X, it doesn't mean That's not controlling it. It's still controlling it because every inaction is also an action. I'm going to say that again. Ready? Every inaction is also an action. When you say to me, Ankita, my biggest problem is I'm not able to go for a walk, which you think is an inaction. Ankita will ask you, what were you doing instead? And you will say, I was on the couch watching TV. That is also an action. You think it's an inaction, but that's actually an action. Would that be true to say so? It's not that you are not doing things, you are not doing the things that you should be doing. That's the problem. And who is controlling that? Neurons. Neurons controls your actions that your body takes. And mind is just one part of the game. Body has to take action for you to achieve your goals. And they have to work together, right? They have to work together. And that's the idea of neuro. So we want to understand the mind body connection. And that's what we do when we talk about neuro of NLP. Everyone with me? Everyone's getting that light bulb. Others are sleeping. Lazy brats. Where are everybody's LB? Give me an LB in the chat and take down some notes, right? Take down some notes. 36 trillion cells, 86 billion neurons put together is equal to action. That's what the neuro part is, right? Fantastic. Now let's go to the second part, which is linguistics, right? Linguistics, language. And I just want you to write this word down, linguistic language, and I will explain it to you what really is language and why is it so important. So, so important. In fact, just go ahead and write something down and then I'll explain it so that you guys are continuing to write. Language is our doorway to our mindset, our beliefs, and our values. Language is the doorway to our mindset, to our beliefs, to our values, to our mindset, to our beliefs, and our values. Just write this down and I'll explain it to you guys. What does it truly means to understand language? Like, now I want you to write or take a little bit of a note. NLP is a linguistic tool. A lot of people teach it like motivation. I don't, because it is a language-based tool. NLP is a language-based tool. And that's why I said linguistics is our middle name. Why is language so important? It doesn't matter what kind of language you use in terms of Hindi, English, Gujarati, Marathi. That's not what we are talking about when we're talking about language. I want to tell you what language truly means. So I want listening ears on. How do you do listening ears on? Show it to me. Because this is the middle name we've got, like language, right? Right? Everybody is listening ears on. It's not communication, Puneet. It's language. Don't confuse it with communication, right? I want you guys to listen to what I'm about to say carefully, okay? When I am saying something to you, right? When I'm saying something to you, what am I using? Language, words, correct? Fair enough, right? Not just commands. Right now, I'm just using words. I haven't come to the part where commands. It's just voice and words, correct? Body language, voice and words, right? And when you are listening to me, you are writing it down and you're absorbing that information, saying something to yourself. What are you using? Again, language. You're using your words to explain yourself what I mean. Now, when you are going to explain these concepts to somebody else, what are you going to use? Your own words. Is that true or not? Correct? Now, words are going to give us some sort of output. Sometimes we'd like it, sometimes we'll not like it. But we are using words and language for two reasons. And I want you to write this down. Language is used for two reasons. Number one, to express ourselves. And people think that's what it is, right? Language is used to express ourselves. That's number one. And the second thing language is used for is to understand things, is to understand things. The only way you understand something is through language. That's the only way to understand it. Now, if you were young and something was going on in your house, the only way you understand the situation is by listening to the words people have or by explaining the scenario to yourself in some sort of language. That's the only way. So, what is going on in your mind? How do we know that? Is through language. That is why language is the doorway to your mindset. And why do we say mindset? Does anyone know what really is a mindset? Why do we say it's a doorway to mindset? Tell me. Why we say it mindset? What really is mindset? Fixed assumptions. It's a set of beliefs. It's a set of values. It's a set of memories. That's why we call it mindset because they're sets of things, right? They're sets of things. Everyone with me? That's really, really important. Okay. So the only way to decipher anything that we have is through language. Very, very important. That is why language is our middle name, right? Now, when we were growing up, we were listening to people, right? We were listening to people. Right now, there's news, there's so much that is going on. We are listening to all of that, correct? We're listening to all of that. And we are understanding things. We are listening to things from news. We are listening to things from our teachers. All of that is getting stored in our memory system, correct? And we are getting programmed to take action. So there are so many programs that are running at the same time. Now, you guys might want to achieve your dream, but at the back end, there could be a program of I'm not good enough to achieve that dream. You won't be able to achieve it. Does that make sense? You guys are sitting here looking at me on your laptops or on your phone, but there are so many apps that are there in the background, correct? So much running in the background that you have no control over. You don't know what to do with that. That are called programs, right? That we are running in the background. But with NLP, we can rewire those mental patterns. That's why NLP is very popular. So we can rewire mental patterns through the understanding of programming. How did we go with programming? How do we do that? What do we do about it? So NLP is a combination of models, techniques, and it ranges from a lot of different aspects. So with NLP, we have the best of everything. We have the best of scientific fields, we have the best of esoteric fields, and we create accessible, understandable tools. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's fluffy motivation language. It's tool based that we can give to each and every one of you. You can go back home and look at it and work through it. You can take a screenshot of it. You don't have to write this part, right? So let's go on to what really is NLP. Now, NLP was created by these two gentlemen, and I want you to write the name of this because we must respect our teachers, correct? So NLP was created by Richard Bandler and John Grinder in 1976, right? So you want to write down these two names, very, very important names in our lives, right? I think if you read the books that these guys have written, oh my gosh, the amount of research, reflection that has gone through in getting NLP to us, it's a gift. So we must respect our teachers, so write down their names. Now let me ask you a question before I go deeper into what really is NLP. You guys tell me, have you guys all gone to school? Give me a yes in the chat. Give me a yes in the chat. Say yes, yes, yes. Of course, you guys have all gone to school. How many of you have been front benchers, like good kids, doing homework on time, 90%, 95%? Give me a me in the chat. So, because like first one is me. That's why I am here, right? Good kids. Puneet is like, not me. Thank you. So, how many of you have been backbenchers? Give me a B in the chat. People who would throw chalks, fold crunch papers, and throw on other people, fights, bullying. How many of you, you know who you are? So just put me in the chat. Like, do that. Give me a B if you were that person. Now, tell me one thing, right? We know that there are some people who are front benchers, there are some people who are middle benchers. Priyanka is like neither this nor that. I was right in the middle, right? So you could be a middle bencher as well, for sure, right? Now there are front benchers, there are back benchers, there are middle benchers, correct? And they have the same teacher. Listen to me very carefully right now. They have the same teacher. Someone would get with that same teacher 33%, me passing marks, just barely getting through. And with that same teacher, someone would get 60 marks. And with that same teacher, someone would be thriving at a 99%. Is that true or not? Same teacher, right? Interesting, isn't it? Same teacher, same concepts, everything is the same. But there are three different outcomes. Three different outcomes in the same room. Now, do you guys have siblings? Give me a yes. If you guys have siblings, say yes. I've got a brother, I've got a sister, right? Or I've got multiple brothers, multiple sisters, possible, right? 110%. You guys tell me one thing. Isn't that true that you are so different to your brothers, sisters? So different. Like me and my brother are like this. Same family, same parents, but we are so different. I've got two kids, okay? One of my kids is 19 years old, and the other one is 15 years old. They are like this. Two completely different people, same parents, same household, two completely different people. Now, this was an interesting question with Richard Bandler and John Grinder started with. And I want you to write down that question because it's such an important question. We don't think about it. The question really is, why does that happen? Why does that happen? That in the same environment, people get different outcomes, right? Why does that happen that in the same environment, people get different outcome? Why does that happen? In the same environment, people are getting different outcomes. Like why? Why would that happen? Why would that happen? So what they started to do was they started to research and they said, okay, we want to research like what's going on, right? Same office, two employees. One says the boss is an idiot. The other one goes like, oh my gosh, the best boss on earth. How is that happening? Like why? Why would that happen? Right? So they started to research on it and they came across three people whom they started to study and they realized that these people were getting consistent results with their clients, right? These three people were getting consistent results with their clients. And these are the three people they studied. They started to study number one, Milton Erickson. I want you to write that down. Milton Erickson, who was the greatest hypnotherapist of that time. They study Fritz Perl, who was a Gestalt therapist, and Virginia Satir, who was a family therapist. These are the three people they studied. They realized that these guys, all of these three people, were doing things differently, and every single time someone would come for therapy, someone would come for consultancy, they were getting same result, good quality results, right? So what they did was they started to study them and they started to create a set of tools so that people can produce excellent results. And I want you to write this down. NLP is a study of excellence. That's what NLP is about. Because they were studying excellent people in their fields and they started to say, okay, what are the beliefs that these guys carry? Like, what are the things that these people do? So they were studying excellence. That's what they were doing constantly, right? That's what they were doing constantly. So they started to study NLP as a study of excellence, right? And what they realized was that they created a toolkit of processes by the end, which can be used for conflict management, coaching, sales, reframing to dissolve limiting beliefs. So it had multiple uses, many, many, many uses, right? Now, why would somebody come and learn NLP? Because people want to experience confidence. They want to create a better communication. I want to stop here at communication just for a second. And I want to talk to you guys about me just for a second. Now, I know that I hold the room very confidently today. Like you can give me 100 people, 1,000 people, it doesn't matter. They will all be listening. Is that true or not? Give me a T in the chat if you guys are all listening. And you guys are all engaged, correct? You guys are all having fun. That's how we are rolling and rocking this training. If I teach you for so on Sunday, I was teaching the group for almost 7 hours, like my own students in the NLP practitioner. We were studying business for whole day, 7 to 8 hours. We loved it. Nobody took a break. Nobody. So we love it, right? We love learning. We love doing things. Why? Is because I am an excellent communicator. How did I become one? NLP. That gave me my wings of communication. I was a mother of two kids, an immigrant in Australia who was working a full time job. I did not have these skills, my friends. I did not. I did not. I couldn't hold the room like this. NLP gave me that. So 110% better communication. One of the big benefits. And if you can communicate like me, would you not be confident? You would be, there's no way that you would not be confident. If you have the knowledge, you will be confident and it creates personal success. My relationship have changed. The students that I work with, their relationships have changed. We have so many stories of healed relationships and personal success. If you can stand like this, talk like this, work like this, you have healed relationships, it automatically will generate more money. 110%. There's no way about it. And I want you guys to write this down when you're writing about money because a misconception, a big one, I will talk about it on day three, is people think that they should start their coaching business or do or learn NLP so that they can create more money. I want you to write something down. You will love me for it later. Money is a byproduct of the value you provide to the world. Money is the byproduct of the value you will provide to the world. Now, you just want to stop for a second and think about what is the value that you are providing to the world. I'm sitting here, I'm going to leave no stone unturned for the next 3 days to provide value to you. What is the value that you are providing to the world? And when you have NLP backing you, you have so much to share. You can't stop. It's like, oh my gosh, now I know this. How do I stop? How do I stop? Right? It gives you what I call full mental access. And I want you to underline this word, full mental access, correct? Full mental access. We don't even use 5% of our potential right now. We have so much. And what NLP does is it gives you full mental access. I explained this to you in NLP practitioner, so I will remind you guys of this word again. The third one is mastering emotional states. That's very, very important. Very important. Mastering emotional state. Did I teach you guys to be happy today? Yes? Right? What is that? We are mastering our emotional state. Tomorrow we will go deeper into that. And what do we learn? And we release about our old emotions, the baggages that we have that we don't want to carry. It's not mine. I'm not carrying it. The limiting beliefs that I have, the phobias that I have, the allergies, eating disorders that I have, PTSD that I have, depression that I have, anxieties that I have. That's not mine. Listen to my language right now. I'm going to say something. It'll blow your mind. You guys are ready? Right? I said limiting beliefs that I have, depression that I have, anxiety that I have. I have it. Where do you have things? It's not me. I am not that. I have it and I can remove it. As simple as that. It's not me. I choose to keep me and my anxiety very separately, and I'll talk to you guys about that tomorrow as well, right? Duty, fantastic. Good job. I saw you had a light bulb. Absolutely, it is hard. And I'll tell you guys tomorrow how do we remove that too. If I get an opportunity today, I will talk to you guys about it today. Is it possible? Oh my gosh, it is possible. 110%. I will share the stories of the people who have done it with you guys, right? Now, let's understand what is NLP used for. You don't need to write all of this down, guys. Just listen. I've explained a lot of it as I've been talking to you. It's our ability to manage our internal state. So just write internal state. That's very important. You guys tell me one thing. Why is it important to manage internal state? Let's understand that. Has that happened with you guys that if you have kids and you are in good mood, they can do whatever. But if you are in bad mood, oh my gosh. Has that happened with you guys? If you are in good mood, then your husband can do whatever, your wife can do whatever. But that day, if you are not in good mood, correct? Now, same applies for our dreams, correct? If you are in good mood, good attitude, you will achieve your dream. Is that true or not? There are some days when we are very, very motivated to get after it. And then there are some days that we are not so motivated to go after it. Is that fair enough? Correct? That's where we are at. So if my success depends on my internal state, and if I am able to master that, am I a winner? Give me a win in the chat if that is going to be like, this is what it is all about. Like if I can master my internal state, I am winning, Ankita, for sure. 110%, right? So that's why we use NLP. That's what it is used for the most. The second thing is it helps you being resourceful at stressful times. So you can give me any stressful time, but I have the resources because Ankita is going to remind you of that. Remember from the CRDR resistance and resources, you have the resources. I will remind you of that. It gives you high degree of behavioral flexibility. This word I want you to write, behavioral flexibility. I will explain that to you. Just write that word, behavioral flexibility. I know it's a new word. Write that word down, behavioral flexibility. I'll explain that to you guys. Now, what does the word behavioral flexibility means? Now, I'm going to give you guys an example for that, okay? Everyone who's putting your cameras off, pop your cameras back up. I have just literally begun, right? The session's not over yet. We are literally just warming up. There is so much more that we are going to cover, and it's going to blow your mind. So now, when we look at a goal or a dream that we have, and let's take an example of Ankita, I want to go for a walk. Fair? The most commonest thing people are not able to do. I want to go for a walk. Now, today you decide I'm going to go for a walk at 6 o'clock in the evening. Yeah? And at 6 o'clock in the evening, somebody knocks your door and your neighbors are there at your house. Can you go for a walk? No. Then you're like, no, 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 I'm going to go for a walk at 7 o'clock. But 7 o'clock, it's dinner time. You have to cook, prepare, do other things. There's so many things that you have to do, right? Or somebody else comes up at your home and they stay back. And it's 8 o'clock in the night. What do? We say, tomorrow I will go for a walk. Fair enough? We do that, correct? That's not behavioral flexibility. What is behavioral flexibility? Behavioral flexibility is if somebody has come at 6 o'clock, if somebody has come at 7 o'clock, and I know I can't go for a walk today, I am going to do 50 squats at home. I'm going to do jumping jacks at home. That's called behavioral flexibility. And I will give you a statement, and I want you guys to repeat that with me once you've written it. So write that down. My path can change, my goal will not. My path can change, my goal will not. I have to do something as a physical activity. That's my goal. I do it through walking, I do it through squats, I do it through jumping jacks. Who cares? My path can change. My goal will not. My path can change. my goal will not. As simple as that. If you stick to this in life, there is nothing that you cannot achieve. There are many ways of reaching the same goal. The problem is, we get one roadblock, we think it's game over. No, the game doesn't get over till the time you put the controller down. Have you guys ever played a video game? Have you seen your kids getting excited about the video game? What happens when they are playing video game? They lose one life. It's not like they switch off the TV. No, they start again. They start again. They start again, and the game only gets over when they put the controller down. Till then, they can play the game. That's how behavioral flexibility works. My path can change, my goal will not. Everyone with me? And I want you to say this out loud without muting yourself. I should hear everybody say this. My path can change, my goal will not. My path can change, my goal will not. My path can change, my goal will not. Everyone with me? My path can change, my goal will not. I'm not changing my goal. The problem is every few days we keep changing our goal and what we want to achieve. Instead, we should be working on our path. You guys are with me? Yes? And that's what we use NLP for. It gives you high degree of behavioral flexibility. So you are not doing one thing one way. You have many other ways of doing the same thing because you as a practitioner, my practitioner will know that my path can change, my goal will not, right? It increases the speed with which you learn. I am one of the biggest example of that. Backbencher, did not get good marks in school, could not read or write or do things for my life of it. Learning, it was very, very hard for me. I have read over 350 books in a span of 3 to 6 months. That's how much I learned. Remember I said full mental access? The reason why I keep highlighting that word is because it opened up certain areas of my life where I was like, oh shit, now I can absorb more. I speak for 12 hours a day, easy, through my workshops for 5 to 7 days straight. So 60, 70 hours of speaking. And I don't use any write ups or things. I've just written them once and I know exactly what I've written and I just go for it. Do you guys think I'm reading anything and teaching you guys right now? Nope. I'm just teaching you guys from here, my heart and my mind. It works together. You guys are with me? The speed with which we learn is really, really good after we do NLP because we open up our mind, right? It enhances one's ability to behave positively and constructively and help you to understand the outcome that you want in given situation. Can I please ask you guys to write it because I know you guys will be taking the last one lightly. It's very important. It helps you understand the outcome you want in a given situation. We mostly forget about what do we really want. What is the outcome that we need? We forget that. So it helps you to put this together. Now, how is NLP and coaching different to other practices in the world? Now, I just want to take a minute and ask you guys if you guys have done any other modalities apart from learning NLP, or if you've learned NLP, just pop in the chat, please. If you guys can, what have you guys learned? Any energy modalities or something that you guys have learned before? Please be open to share that as well, right? Hypnotherapy, EFT, what have you guys learned before? Anything that you guys have learned before, or you guys are absolutely brand new, have no idea? If you guys have no idea, this will not make sense. But if you guys have an idea, I'll tell you guys something. I am a grandmaster of Reiki as well, and I teach that a lot. So I love energy work. I love the idea of mixing spirituality and science together. That's my superpower, right? Although I do, so tarots, this is my jam. I do this all the time. I teach pendulum work and I do all of it. But I do want to talk to you guys about how NLP is different to other healing modalities, right? With other healing modalities, especially with energy work, if anyone has done Reiki before or is doing Reiki, with a lot of love, I am going to explain you guys something. Please don't start putting hate comments on me. I love Reiki and I do it myself, okay? I do a lot of pranic healing, Reiki, I know all of those modalities. But when we talk about energy healing, it is very restrictive because very restrictive because you can only go up till X with the client. Client doesn't know what you are solving. You don't know what you are solving exactly. It's all energy work, right? So there is no value that the client brings to the table. No, apart from money, there is absolutely no input of time and energy from the client. Does that make sense? They're not doing much. They're just coming, sitting there, and you are doing your healing work. In that case, the client's conscious mind does not get any benefits out of it. And because it doesn't work that way, the subconscious mind also is not interested. So it's restrictive. It's a great aid to start, but it's restrictive. Same is for general life coaching. General life coaching without NLP, without timeline therapy. General life coaching would be able to identify a problem, and it's great till that. Many modalities are able to identify the problem. But to get to the root cause of the problem, we need something more. And that is where NLP comes in. And we supercharge it with all the other modalities. For me, this is really important for you guys to take away. Now, our associations, like I said, and you want to write this down because you guys will come and ask me, Ankita, where are we getting the accreditation from, right? Where are we getting the accreditation from? ABNLP, timeline therapy, NLP coaching, and the American Board of Hypnotherapy, all 4 certificates. So we provide you with 4 certificates at one go. This is a 4-in-1 training, not just NLP. So all our certificates are 4-in-1 certifications. Everyone with me? So we are associated with one of the best in the world, correct? You guys can go and read about benefits of being accredited with ABNLP and with Timeline Therapy Association. What I do want to talk about with you guys is certifications for this training. Some of you have asked me in the chat, Ankita, can we get certifications for this training? And then Ankita will ask you, hey, do you guys get certifications to enroll in college, or do you guys actually have to go through the college study to get the certification? If anyone is giving you certifications for foundation trainings of NLP, 3 hours, 4 hours, please note that those certifications are useless. I love NLP, and I'm saying that for my love of NLP. Unless you have what we call a practitioner certification, it's of no use. Please write this word down. Practitioner certifications. It's called a practitioner certification. I take you through 120 hours of practitioner certification. And there are different levels. The first one is free, the foundation. I'm not going to give you a certificate for that. When I sign something, I sign a certificate for my students, I will make sure that they know NLP, correct? Is that true or not? If I am signing somewhere, I should know that they know all the tools and the techniques. I'm not signing a certificate for information. No, I sign certificates for implementation, for practice, for congruence. That's important. So if you guys think you're going to get a certificate for me for sitting here for 3 days, sorry, that's not going to happen. I don't give certificates to enroll in college. You finish the college, you get your certificate. As simple as that. Everyone with me? Right? You must do NLP. You do it with me or you do it with somebody else, but you must do NLP. You must learn it. It's a great modality. It's one of the best things that have happened to me. Although I do want to remind you guys of, please don't do cheap NLP. You can do NLP for 5,000, 10,000, 25,000. Don't do it. Please save yourself time and money. It's not good quality of NLP. You guys are with me? Please do it with accredited institutes. Check your trainers, research on your trainers, and then do NLP with them. You guys are with me? You guys promise me that? Don't just do NLP just with, please don't. Not good. I can go on a rant because when I came to India 2 years back to teach NLP, and we took our business from Australia to India, The reason that I came to India was because many of my students who were coming from India would tell me that they have done NLP before and they did not know of the basics that I will teach in foundation. So please don't do NLP with anybody, just research, okay? That's what I want to do. Just say to you guys, research. But I want to talk to you guys about you right now. Now, you guys are here because you guys are all amazing. You guys are here because you guys have what we call these three mindsets. We all have these three mindsets. You have a mindset of what we call the dreamer, the person who has dreams. Now, you guys are here because you've got dreams. Nobody in my room will sit here if they are not a dreamer. You need to have a dream to do something big, to do something beyond, to go over and above to be able to sit here. Is that true? Give me a D in the chat if each and every one of you is a dreamer. Give me a D in the chat. Like, yes, Ankita, we are dreamers, 110%. We're dreamers. Yeah? 110%. Perfect. And we have a dream, and I want you to take an example of that dream. I want you to write that dream just for a second. I want you to say, okay, this is my dream, Ankita. I want to go for a walk every single day. But we also know that, yes, I want to go for a walk every single day. But then I don't. I order a pizza the same night. I want to create more content for my business, but I am the one who's on the phone scrolling for hours. Why? Is because, yes, you have a dreamer inside of you, but you also have someone that we call the critique, someone that is holding you back, correct? Someone that is saying things to you that you're not able to move forward in your life. I want you to write this down. The game is of you versus you. That's the game. The game of dreamer versus the critique, right? Nobody is winning and nobody is losing in this because nobody is taking action. Because one side we have the dreamer, the other side we have the critique. You are that person who wants to lose weight, but you are also that person who will call for the pizza. You are that person who wants to build a coaching business, but you are also that person who will waste time. You are that person who wants to do something in their life, become a trainer, but you are also that person who will not give 100%. Why? Is because we have a critique inside of us, someone that is stopping us constantly. And I want you to write this down. I want you to write this down. This critique, the voices that say, I don't deserve it, I can't do it, I don't think I'm good enough, all of these are just voices inside your head. That's what they are. And they just want to keep you protected. They don't want you to do anything. That's it. Biologically, it wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you protected. You guys tell me one thing, okay? I want to talk to you guys about your dreams just for a second because that's important. You guys tell me one thing. If you have a dream today, correct? If you have a dream today to go for a walk, right? To go for a walk and work on yourself, and that's your dream, correct? Right? But you keep constantly sitting on the couch, Netflixing and chilling. Dreamer and the critique, right? Which one requires more energy, Netflix and chill or going for a walk? Tell me, Netflix and chill or going for a walk? Which one requires more energy? Going for a walk requires more energy. Is that true or not? Netflixing and chilling doesn't requires any energy. It's like, okay. And one of the prime motives of your mind, please write this down. One of the prime motives of your unconscious mind, right, is to restore energy and protect you. Is to restore energy. It doesn't want to give away its energy because it only has limited resource. What did I tell you? We have limited energy and limited time. So it just wants to restore that energy. Now, if the unconscious mind is all about restoring energy, it's all about protecting you, keeping you in the same environment, keeping you safe, why will it help you to go for a walk? It won't. It will tell you, okay, we'll do it tomorrow. It will say it's okay. It will say, "Oh, not just yet." Because the prime motive is to restore energy and keep you safe and protected. What if you go out for a walk and you fall down? It starts to think about what if could be the problems. What if someone says to you and then you don't do it? What if someone comments bad on your reel? What if someone says something to you? Let's not do it. Let's not become a coach. Why become a coach? Leave it. That's what is going on in your mind. Are you guys with me? It's these voices that are stopping you. So, yes, you want to dream big, but I need to talk to the critique. I will be talking to the critique. We also have this third mindset, the realist. Now, who is that realist? Realist is okay. Okay. Realist is the person who does the bare minimum. Write this down. It's that mindset of you that will do the bare minimum. The bare minimum. The bare minimum. We'll just keep things real, right? And it will keep the day going. That's all it will do. It will just keep the day going. And you will be in that rut of your everyday monotonous life. So you have a choice from here. Do you want to only work with the critique or the realist, or you actually want to go after your dreams? Because everybody wants a dream life, but dream life is not for everybody. Write this down. Everybody wants a dream life, but dream life is not for everybody. This much I can tell you. Everybody wants a dream life, but dream life is not for everybody, right? Fantastic work for people who are putting LBs in the chat. We've just begun, right? It's not for everybody because there are many areas of our life. There are 6 core key areas of our life, and I want you guys to write them down. 6 core key areas of life. And Shweta, it's not just about matter of habit formation. No, it's not. I wish it wasn't, but it's really not. There are 6 key areas of our life. Number 1 is finance, money. Number 2 is our health, right? Number 3 is relationships that we have. Number 4 is the business that we run. Or the career that we have. Number 5 is our inner life, and number 6 is the community. I want you guys to just look at this for a second, and I want you to give yourself an opportunity to work on your dreams in these next 3 days. I want you to pick up one category that you want to work on in the next 3 days. Can everybody pick up one category for the next 3 days? Say, Ankita, I want to work on money. So that's finances. Ankita, I want to work on my health. Ankita, I want to work on my relationships. I want to work on my business. What is that you want to work on with me in the next 3 days? Because we have to set up a goal and say, you know what, I'm going after it. So, what is that one thing that you are going to work on in the next 3 days? Put that in the chat for me. What is that one thing you're going to work on for the next 3 days? Where are we at? Inner life, business and career, finance area. What are we working on in the next health? What are we working on in the next 3 days? Health and business. Be not just one, pick one. Business, money. What are you working on in the next 3 days? Business. Write that down on a new piece of paper. Write that down on a new piece of paper. Say, I'm working on my business, Ankita. I'm working on my health, Ankita. I'm working on creation of money, Ankita. I'm working on my inner life, Shalini. Mental health is going to be inner life. Write it down on a piece of paper. Let's do an exercise together. Write it down on a piece of paper. What I'm about to teach you is the most important segment of this entire training. If all seem to be important, you're going to be juggling with all oranges together. No, we just pick one orange right now for 3 days. Just pick one. Can everybody do that? Give me a nod. Say, yes, Ankita, I can do that. Just one. If you're working with everything, you're going to be working with nothing. That's what I want to tell you right now. Just pick one, okay? So pick one, and I want you to write down on a piece of paper what is your dream about that particular section. So if it's health, Ankita, I want to work on my health, go for a walk, and lose weight if you have to, for example. Ankita, I want to earn 25 lakhs by the next 3 months, and I want you guys to give yourself 3 months to achieve that goal. 3 months. What is that goal that you want to work on in the next 3 months that we'll be setting the foundation for in the next 3 days? I want you to put that goal down on a piece of paper. Don't look at me, just put it down. It's for you, not for me. I know my goals. So what is the goal for you? What is that goal that you're working on? I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. Write it down on a piece of paper. In the next 3 months, this is what I want to do. In the next 3 months, this is what I want to do. In the next 3 months, this is where I'm at. This is what I want to do. Write that down on a piece of paper. You can quantify it 110% that I want to earn X amount of money. I want to lose X amount of weight. I want to go out on X amount of dates with my partner, with my husband. I want to go out for movies. How many movies exactly? What will make it better? So quantify it if you want 110%. Do that. But I want you guys to write one goal, one dream. Can everybody do that? Once you are done, just give me done in the chat. I don't need to know your dreams. You need to know your dreams, not me. But give me a done in the chat so I can move on. I work with you guys. This is a workshop, right? This is a workshop. We work together. This is not a webinar. You guys are with me? I'm not here to just, tell you about NLP, go back home. No, we work together. We work together on our goals. Fantastic. So done, done, done. Fantastic work, right? Now I'm going to ask you guys a question. You will hate me first, but stay with me and do not lie to yourself. You guys are good with me? Yeah, don't lie to yourself. You guys are going to hate me for this question. Now, this goal that you have written has not come today. How long, honestly, have you been sitting on that goal? Just be true to yourself, not to me. Just write the number in the chat 3 months, 5 months, 10 years, 5 years, 15 years. Be honest. It's not a goal that was invented today. 3 years. Be honest with yourself. Just be true. This is a training to be extremely truthful to yourself. The paths that we are going into are difficult paths. We need to pass through them. 4 years, 5 years, 6 months, 5 years, 2 months, 9 years. Just be truthful. 10, Sean, as in 10 years, 10 months. Where are we at? 3 months, 8 years. And you want to write this down in your journal, wherever you're writing this. I have been sitting on this goal for X years, months. Just be, I know it's going to hurt a little bit, but that's okay. Just hold yourself and be truthful. That's the start. 12 years. Thank you, Shashipa. Like that's important. Sanjay, 3 years. Fantastic. How long have you been sitting on those goals? You want to write that down. It's a difficult question. And I'm going to ask you guys another question. Ready? What excuses have you been giving yourself for not achieving it? What excuses have you been giving yourself for not achieving it? Please be truthful. Situations and family. Thank you, Namrata, for sharing. Please be truthful. Write down your excuses or whatever that you're coming up with. Workload at the office, my family, because what I'm about to teach you is going to blow your mind. But for that, I need to know, where are you sitting? I don't know how to achieve that. Lethargy, family, and confidence. I don't have the confidence, Ankita. I don't know how to do it. Just be honest. I think it's office. Just be very honest. Will I be able to complete it? What if I invest and I fail? My distractions, not enough confidence to start. I don't give it priority. I am trying every single day. I don't know what to do. So, you guys all have some excuses: workload, situations, family, priority. You guys are ready for this? I'm going to share something with you guys that will blow your mind. Everyone ready? I'm going to teach you something which is called neurological level of change. And I just want you to write that word down: neurological levels of change. Neurological levels of change. Yeah, neurological levels, model of NLP or model of change. I want you to write that down. And I don't want you to take that image in. I will make you do something in your own journals, and you will never forget this concept and it will get imbibed in your head. You guys are with me? I'm going to go over by 15, 20 minutes. This is day one. I can't control it how much I teach. I love teaching. You guys want me to finish on the exact time? That's not going to happen because I love teaching. So if you can stay back, stay back. Everyone with me? Right? Either I can teach or I can focus on the time. That's where I'm at. What do I do? Teach with love or focus on the time and say, I've taught you guys enough, you guys can go back home, which I have. I'll be happy with that. But do you guys want more? Where are we at? Do we want more? More, more, more. Yes, fantastic. If you want more, I give more. See, I told you in my trainings, you ask, you get, right? So I'm going to be teaching you guys something really, really important. I don't want anybody to write anything. What is really important is that we make this model our own and our body remembers this model. You guys are with me? So we are going to draw it later. I will give you time. I will even put a picture of it in the WhatsApp group. So you will not miss it. But I want you guys to focus on working with me in the now as I explain this model to you. Everyone with me? Yeah? Okay, so all eyes on the screen on my whiteboard. Okay. Now, this is called neurological levels of change. Please don't draw it as I'm drawing it. The best way to learn it is to do it and learn it. Okay? Everyone with me? So, we're going to first understand it. Okay? Now, you guys gave me a lot of excuses of saying that that's why I could not achieve my dreams, right? And some of you said family, time, office, distractions, I did not have enough confidence, right? What do we call all of that? We call all of that environment. And I'm going to give you guys an example of that, okay? I'm going to give you guys an example of that. Now, and we're going to take an example of someone's trying to lose weight and going for a walk. Everyone's done that at some stage of their life, so people understand that one. Yeah? Now, you guys tell me, if someone is not able to go for a walk, what are some of the things that they will say? They say, I don't have time. That's why I'm not able to go for a walk, correct? Right? I don't have a park, Ankita, next to my house. I don't have a gym next to my house, correct? That's why I'm not able to go for a walk. Or the gym is too far away or the park is too far away. I don't get time, Ankita. My family doesn't support me. My children are, running around in the house. My husband is doing that. My wife is doing that. You will give yourself what we call excuses of the environment. This involves where do you live? Like, where do you live? Like the environment, the physical environment, right? When, which is time, and with whom, like people, correct? And usually, what we do is we start to give environment excuses to ourselves. Fair enough? That's what we do. My environment doesn't support me, Ankita. Now, let's take the example back again. Now, this person that we have, her family and his family, whosoever you choose, they are supportive like there is no tomorrow. They're like, you know what? I am going to look after the kids, the house, and whatnot. You go for a walk, right? You go for a walk. So the family is very supportive. There is time. They are like 1 hour in the evening, I'm going to do it. The park is right outside their house, right? They can go for the walk 110%. And that happens with some of us. We have a supportive family. There are people around who support us, but then we still don't go for a walk. Is that true or not? Is that true or not? Why? Because we don't have the correct behavior or the action that we need to take to go for a walk. It's not like our family doesn't support us. Our family actually supports us. Most of people have supportive families. Otherwise, you can fight with them and get out of the house if they don't support you. That's a possibility. I'm not saying just go and leave your families today. Don't do that, okay? Disclaimer. But it's a possibility, correct? But you will still not do it if you're not doing it in the environment because you don't have a behavior for it, which means what you need to do, you don't know. And some of you said that in the chat. I don't know what I need to do to be able to get that. Is that true or not? Is that true or not? Now, say for example, I place the gym right outside your house, which is the environment is great. The park is right outside. The family is supportive. You have the time. And you start going for a walk every single day. You do the thing. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Correct? That also happens that you still don't get results. That happens. You're trying to do your best, but it doesn't work out because the way you are gymming is not the correct way. The way you are walking, imagine yourself walking on the phone. We are going for a walk, but we are on the phone just loitering around. Is that going to give you the outcome? No. If you're going to go to the gym and just sit there on your phone scrolling, yes, you're going to the gym, or you're not going to use the machines properly. It's not going to work. Is that true or not? It's still, you will still not get the outcome. Why will you not get the outcome? Because we need good quality skills and capabilities for the outcome. So how we do the things is also very important. Very, very important. People think that environment is a problem. No, sometimes we just don't have clarity how to do it. We don't have the skills to be able to do it correctly. And we try it once, twice, thrice, it doesn't work, and we say it's not working for me. Gym doesn't work for me. How many times have you gone? 3 days. What did you do? I just went, I was trying to do cardio, this and that. You won't hire a personal trainer. You will not have the skills and capabilities. Now let's listen to me very carefully what I'm about to do next. Okay. Now let's say I teach you everything. Okay. Fair? I teach you everything about NLP and how to do it. I give you the skills, I give you the capabilities, and we start taking action every single day. Will my environment automatically change? It will change. Like they will have to take time out for my stuff, correct? So if I get the skills, environment automatically changes. If I get the skills, now if you learn NLP, you would want to take action, right? You don't want to sit there. Now that you've learned it, if I learn the skills, I will change my behavior. But you guys tell me, if I am changing my environment, if I change the location of my house, does that equate to me going for a walk every day? No, absolutely not. If I go for a walk every day, does that mean I'm doing it correctly? No. So skills and capability first, and automatically the bottom two changes. But let's say I teach you everything about NLP today, right? Everything about NLP. There are chances you will still not succeed. Why? Is because you don't believe you are a VIP. Is because you don't believe that I'm a healthy person. You don't believe that health comes to me easily. And that needs to shift. Why you want to do it? Why is it important for you to go for a walk every day? Nobody asks. Why is it important for you to become a coach? Nobody asks. You want to become a coach. You're pushing yourself, pushing yourself, pushing yourself from one webinar to the other. But why do you want to become a coach? Why do you want to be healthy? The problem is, I don't believe I am a healthy person. If I believed I was a healthy person, can I order a pizza in the evening? I won't. If I believe I am a successful coach, will I waste my time? I don't have time to waste because I am successful. If you don't believe in it, nothing would work. But if you choose today, I am a successful coach, your environment will adjust. Do you guys really think that 10 years back, mother of two kids, an immigrant working 9 to 5, got up one day and said she wants to be a coach, and everyone was like, very good, go for it? That did not happen, not even in my dreams. For 10 years, I have been in this industry. The first day I told my husband that I want to be a coach, he said, what? What do you mean by that? What do you mean you're going to coach people? How does that work? When I told my dad I'm leaving my job, he said, are you sure you want to leave your job? Who's going to pay the bills? No one is coming, let me tell you that. Write it down if you haven't written it down as yet. No one is coming. You need to believe in yourself first for the environment, the world to believe in you. No one is coming. But if you don't believe in yourself, you will not operate from the identity of a successful coach. Who is that who is going to create that success? Who is that person who is going to get their desired result, their dreams? Who is that person? That's what is important. Yes, you can say, I did not achieve my goals because of so many other reasons. Yes. Today, I want each and every one of you to write this thing in the chat that I am a successful coach. I'm not going to be one tomorrow. I will learn the skills and capability if I believe I'm going to be successful. I will understand every single behavior that I need to take if I believe I'm successful. If I believe I'm successful today, no one is stopping me. If I believe I'm a VIP, you stop me and you watch. It doesn't work like that. I will stand for myself because no one is coming. I am a successful coach. That's who I am. Yes, you can give me the excuses of the world, but these excuses are based in environment. It's the bottommost layer. You learn the skills, you believe in yourself, you become a successful coach, and that's who you are from today. You are a successful coach. I see that you guys are writing this down because this is how we roll. Believe first. I am a successful coach. That's who you want to be. If you want to be in my world, you just don't want to work on the superficial level. You want to go down at the idea of belief and identity. Who is that person? And why do they choose to do what they choose to do? I was talking to somebody about intention. Everyone's like, set up intention, set up intention. What really is intention? Intent for your action is the intention. What is the intent that you have? If I am not feeling that I can create success, I don't believe in myself, I'm not going to do that. I know I'm going to create success. When I say it out loud that I will have the biggest and the most beautifully loving community of coaches and healers, people who are true to themselves, people who love themselves, and that's what I created. I created the beautiful community of CoachVerse for coaches and healers. It's a universe for coaches and healers, right? People can come together, they can work together, they can learn together, right? They can come together, they can work together, they can learn together. That's what CoachVerse is all about. The community that I created. So we can all learn, right? You want to see next time when you are going towards your goals, you want to ask yourself, that is why I've taught you this model. You want to ask yourself, which level am I stuck at? Please write this question. Which level am I stuck at? And then I want you to draw this. Which level am I stuck at? And then I want you to draw it. Because all your excuses are at this level. It will be at the environment or the behavior, environment or the behavior. But what do you really need? You need skills and capabilities. You need a belief and you need identity. So when you are stuck, you want to ask yourself, okay, what are the excuses that I'm giving myself? And which level am I operating from? Which level am I operating from? Which level am I operating from? And now I'll give you guys 30 seconds to draw this. 30 seconds to draw this. Quickly draw that down. Make a triangle, write environment at the bottom, behavior at the top of that, skills and capabilities, beliefs, and identity. We want to work from identity. Nothing below that. We want to work from identity. And you want to be very truthful. What are you stuck at? Deepika, we can't be stuck at all the levels. We want to be stuck at, okay, environment, my people support me, that's fantastic. But I don't have the skills to be able to do what I need to do. So it's going to be skills. Or I don't have the action steps that I take, but action is not going to help you. Skills is the first level that you want to be stuck at. So some of you will be stuck at the environment, some of you will be stuck at the behavior. What are you stuck at? Pop that in the chat. Don't give good quality answers. Just tell me exactly where do you think you are stuck at now. I'm stuck at environment. Fantastic. I like that. Behavior. I don't have the skill set. I'm stuck at the environment. Behavior. Because only when you know where you are stuck at can you move, isn't it? And now ask yourself, which level should I be operating from so that the environment gets fixed itself? I should be operating from the idea of identity. I believe that I'm a VIP. I am the very important person. I keep my promises to myself. What everything I taught you in the morning was not because I was just trying to be nice to you guys. No, I need us that we change the identity that we operate from. Everyone's drawn this? Fantastic. Fantastic, right? We want to be working on our identity. We want to be working on who we truly are. I've drawn this in a triangle for you guys, so you guys don't need to work on this. I want every single one to step into the powerful coach that they are. That is what is important. Everybody is a coach, and we've identified that. We want to be stepping into the powerful coach within. And that's what we will be doing right now. We will be stepping into that powerful coach within. The question really is, why now? Like, you guys have spent 3 years, 6 months, 9 months, 15 years in your dreams, correct? Right? Now, you guys tell me, why should I be working with you for the next 3 days, utilizing my time and energy? What will be different this time? Because I am not going to be sitting here and not doing anything. I am a result oriented coach. So, why now will you take a decision and move forward with your life, with your dreams? That's important. Why now? And I'll tell you guys one thing, there was this student of mine, and she came to me and I told her, I said, you are ready to be a coach. You are ready. And then she was like, nah, I don't think I'm ready yet. Da, da, da. 3 years after she came to me, 3 years after, okay, she said, Ankita, can I just meet you, please? I said, okay, I'll see you out. So I was out at coffee with her, and she said, Ankita, you have said something to me 3 years back, and it still stays with me that I will be a coach one day. I said, yes, I truly see that. I saw that, and I told you that. She said, Ankita, I think I am now ready. I said, okay, good. You are now ready, but you're going to tell me why now. Why now should I be working with you? She said, you know what? I have given enough excuses to myself, Ankita. I'm done giving excuses to myself, and I know that this is my time. I'm not going to have anything stop me. I said, okay, fantastic, right? Fantastic. Because the idea is, you guys think that now, right now, right, is important. But think about it. What did she lose? She lost 3 years of her life. And can I, okay, I'm gonna say something to you guys. You guys will love me after this, okay? Can I tell you a secret? So many of you, when I was asking that who are the people who want to be aspiring coaches, a lot of you wrote ACs or some of you wrote Cs, right? Can I please say something? If this idea has been planted in your mind that you want to be a coach or a healer for somebody, that never dies. Every night you exhaust yourself when you are not one. It is very exhausting. If you have that idea that you want to be a coach for somebody and you are not stepping into your own potential, it actually hurts you more than stepping into your potential. Give me a T in the chat if you guys are hearing me. That thought never leaves you. I did not pay attention to that thought for 6, 7 months, but one thing I will give to myself is speed was my game. I took decisions very, very, very fast. When I realized I wanted to be a coach, I didn't leave no stone unturned, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it full throttle. 10 years, I'm still loving every bit of it and stepping into who I truly was because I answered this every single day, right? I answer this every single day for myself. Why now, Ankita? Why are you going to get up today and help so many people? Help so many people step into their power. Why now? I want to ask you this question. Why now? I want you to write this down. Your why has to be bigger than your fears. Your why has to be bigger. Your why has to be bigger than we will get stuck. We will have fear come up. We will have thoughts of critiques come up. But why now? Why now? I want you to close your eyes just for a second with me. Whenever you have written this, I just want you to experience something as we go from here today. I just want you to put your pens down and just close your eyes for a second. And then take a deep breath in and just exhale and release. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale and release. Tune into your body and into your breath. Tune into your emotions and let them come in. And I want you to bring to your mind's attention the problems, the discontent in your life right now. What all is not working for you? It could be relationships, it could be health, it could be you wanting some money, it could be you being your true potential. What all is not working? What is disturbing you right now? Just bring in your mind's eye. What are the fears that you are facing? I want you to tap into it. Maybe I don't feel I'm good enough. Maybe I don't think I will have any support. How will I do it? Can I do it? Just get all your fears into your mind. Just tap into it and see exactly what you see and hear exactly what you hear and feel that feelings of that fear inside your body. Just tap into that feeling. And just ask yourself this question. If I do not decide to change right now, in the next 6 months, where am I heading to and what will it cost me? If in the next 6 months I do not decide to change it now, if I don't do anything about it now, what is it going to cost me? It's going to cost me my peace, my mind space. What is it costing me? And I want you to tap into that. Let your body feel it. Let your body feel it. And gently open your eyes and write down on a piece of paper, what is this costing you not taking action today? What is this going to cost you? Whatever comes up in your mind, just write that down. Make it your anchor because you want to tell yourself every single day, if I don't decide right now, this is what I am going to feel and face. Just write it down. Let that come through. We sometimes have to do the hard things before we do the best ones. Write down all the hard things that are coming up. If you don't choose to do something about it today, what does it cost? It is going to cost you a lot. It is going to cost you a lot. And this is exactly what your task is. You are going to bypass that. You are going to go and make a video or write a post in your WhatsApp group. And you are going to say, I choose to act now. This is your task. I choose to act now because, and you're going to share 3 reasons why now is your time. Why now you are ready. Why now you will do it. Why should Ankita be spending her time and energy moving me forward with commitment, with 1000%? Why now am I going to do something about it? So, your task of the day is make a video, pick up the phone, make a video, and say, you know what? I choose to act now because I am done. I have given myself enough excuses. If not now, then when? And I'm doing this for my children. I have to do this now. If I don't do it now, this is what it'll cost me. So, I am done. You either write a post about it or you're going to put a video in the group. Now, if you are that person who is 100% committed, put a T in the chat that I am going to complete this task. Put a T in the chat that, you know what, Ankita, I'm done. I am finishing this task. I'm going to do it. 110%. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. I see all responses on the WhatsApp group. Every single response I read, I work with. I will work with you if you allow yourself to be in. One of the biggest problems, right, that people have in this life is they don't put their hand up and they say, Ankita, I need help. Had you done that before, you would have received that help, correct? You would have received that help. So you guys are doing your homework and I will be supporting you in the background, right? See, I'll tell you what, there are 64 people on the call right now, and there were some 70, 75 people, 80 people, 90 people at one point in time, correct? So first of all, these people, the 64, 67 people, congratulations. And to all the 20, 25 people who have put T in the chat that they are going to do their work, many congratulations. You want to start thinking, are you that person who is going to do the task, or are you going to just sit down and do nothing about it? Right? That's very important. So you want to start thinking like that. Am I going to do the work? Or am I going to just sit and do nothing about it? TTT, yes, let them come, right? TTT, let them come. I want you guys to join me on my mission. I have a beautiful community called CoachVerse. Okay, it's free of cost right now. The membership costs you nothing. It's a Facebook group, and we are putting together all the beautiful people right now, right? I encourage you to join the community so that we stay connected even post. I want you to do all your homework in the WhatsApp group and join the community today, right? So make sure you're doing your task, you're posting it in the Facebook group, you're posting it in the WhatsApp group, wherever you want to post it, we look at it and we will love every bit to support you guys winning, right? Thank you for today. The task must be completed. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. We are going to close the recording now. But if you have any questions that come up to you, you guys can ask me now, right? So this is a place where you guys can ask me any personal questions about anything that I have taught today, anything that had fired you. If you want to share something that you like, more than happy to hear the part. This part is not